How are y'all doing this fine evening? It's Milan Salon the Don here, and I just wanted to have a quick conversation about something that caught my eye on social media. Lil Baby, baby mama. She basically got on social media, on Twitter, and she tweeted something that people were kind of confused as to what she was talking about. So I'm gonna read the tweet out. It says, if you're not blocked on social media, do the dude really even love you? Now, she put laughing emojis because I'm pretty sure she's joking. However, I saw a lot of people that were dragging her and coming for her. I wanted to clarify a few things on my girl Jada's behalf because she's not 100% wrong, okay? For us ladies who's been with the toxic dude before, we know how this thing goes. And I'm not here to promote toxic love or toxic relationships because I personally do not think that that is something good or positive. However, sometimes we're not aware that it's toxic. Sometimes we really do think it's good for us or it's a form of love that we need. It can actually be the very thing holding us back from getting the love that we deserve. To say, he loves me so much that he blocked me. Toxic men love to do that. I know a toxic relationship when I see one. He really, really must love me so much that he had to block me. And I'm gonna explain why Jada's not completely wrong. I've actually had that happen to me not once, but twice with two separate dudes who are not the same type of people, but they have very similar toxic traits. They're toxic in their own way, okay? There's many different ways to be toxic. But these two guys in particular were very similar. I was cautious about dealing with him because his energy reminded me of someone that I've dealt with in the past, toxic number one. When I met toxic number two, I said, oh my goodness, this is just like toxic number one. And I hoped that maybe he would be different, but he wasn't. And ladies, that's why we gotta just trust our intuition. But let me go ahead and tell you what happened. He thought I was the best thing ever, and then he got scared. Toxic men, they like to be in control. They like to be in control of what's going on. And he became afraid of losing control of his emotions for me. It was the most weirdest thing I had ever experienced when it came to a man having attraction for me. And toxic number one got upset with me because of how much he actually cared about me. He was so upset that he wanted nothing to do with me. I kind of was a little confused. I thought I was the problem. He hit me with the, it's not you, it's me. And ladies, when a man tells you, it's not you, it's me, that is your cue to run. Please, run as fast as you can, because that is the warning he's giving you right there that I'm about to ruin your life. Run for your life. Instead of listening to my intuition, which was run, I'm gonna try to be there for him because I know that he needs me, which may have been true. However, he's toxic. You don't need him. We as women need to identify when we're dealing with toxic people because sometimes we'll get so caught up in their needs that we forget about our own. I still said, you know what? I know it's you, but I'm gonna still be there for you. And would you believe this man blocked me on his phone? Finally, I said, I don't even care. I'm blocked. I'm just gonna stay blocked. Moving on up. Toxic number two, he actually knew of me before I even knew of him. Toxic number two actually developed real serious, strong feelings for me because the woman he envisioned from afar was now actually in his vision. He actually manifested me into his life. And I was someone that he had been admiring from afar. When I actually became a real person in his life, he then started to lose control of his emotions. Honestly, toxic number two wasn't as toxic as toxic number one, but he was still toxic. He ended up getting upset with me because he felt like I didn't love him or care for him in the way he did for me. It wasn't on the same level. When in reality, it's not that I didn't love or care for him. I am just a slow mover. I had this bad vibe that you're like toxic number one. He was doing things to try to make me mad. He was doing things to try to get under my skin. He was just doing a whole bunch of weird stuff. And I was just like, what is going on with you? So me being the person that I am, I had to take a step back. When I took a step back, he came even harder with it. Then he went ahead and blocked me. So I couldn't see anything that he had going on. My friend went on his page and was like, but wait, I just saw he posted you this morning. And there I was. He had me posted. Toxic men hate losing control, especially when they're losing control of their emotions. So I say all that to say that Jada, Wada, girl, you are not 100% wrong, okay? Some ladies, some men will agree, and then some will disagree because they'll say, well, that's not love. If he blocked you, then clearly he doesn't love you. But that's not true. He might love you so much that he hates you for it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is toxic, okay? Well, how can someone love someone and hate them for loving them? Because they don't love themselves the way they should. It starts with themselves. I know how it goes, okay? I don't deal with it anymore. You know why? Because I've learned and I've understood the problem is these guys. I'm not the issue here. They're just really toxic. I didn't care to be with him anymore. I wasn't trying to play the game, the toxic game, because toxic people play games. They want to just keep messing with you and playing with your emotions because you keep allowing it. And once I stopped allowing it, I said, look, I'm not dealing with this. He started to get crazy because he finally lost control. That's all. I just wanted to share my personal experiences in the past and guys being toxic. Because Jada, I know that she just had a baby by this man. So technically they're always going to have some type of relationship, connection, friendship, partnership, anything. But I just didn't like to see everybody trying to chastise her to say, well, that's not love. Sometimes people feel like if it's not toxic love, I don't want it, because toxic love is the only love they know and they understand. So that's all I have to say. Shout out to Lil Baby. Shout out to Jada Wada. And shout out to all the people out there who don't have toxic relationships, toxic marriages, because ultimately that is the goal.